Hello everyone, this is New Super Mario's Wii 90% Tournament of 2020. Today we have probably another close one of DiamondcrafterA versus Brammyson. Another race with two very high runners. There's a lot of high runners or top level runners in this tournament. So we're probably gonna do the countdown any second here, so the runner should be starting in a couple of minutes, depending on how much the stream delay is. While we wait, we should go over the runner's personal bests. DCA or DiamondcrafterA, he has a 22, which is a 2433 with loads, and Brammyson has a 2235 without loads and a 2445 with loads. It's because the loads vary per console. And okay. Alright, so countdown has happened and the runner should be starting. This will probably should be like 25 to 30 minutes. It depends on what exactly happens, but yeah, I'll just say 30 minutes, even though it definitely should be under that. Should explain the general route now. So, restart by we start off in World 1, obviously. For the first two levels normally, we take the secret exit in 1-3, which will take us to World 5. In World 5, there's a secret exit that takes us to World 8. And in 8-2, there's a secret exit which takes us to 8-7 and skips quite a bit of the world. Here's 1-1, and the runners are going to grab the mushroom at the checkpoint, and then grab this propeller, and the propeller is going to be used for most of the run. They won't have it the entire run, but like, for now it's pretty useful, especially in World 5, you can see. With runners with a 454 on the in-game time. The best you can get is a 455, but it's not very common in a run.
Let's go.
1-2 is pretty simple. The levels in World 1 are pretty simple. We're just gonna see if runners is going right and avoiding everything because you don't want to get hit. And they have to tilt those little platform things with the controller, since you have to play with the remote. and you see them slide down it, because sliding is like slightly faster than just walking, depending on the slope. The less you incline it, the better. It's not like that much, but it can be noticeable, because you saw Brammyson actually got a 454. And I'm guessing that I think it would have been a 455 if he inclined the slope things a bit less. We saw it mentioned. I should actually talk about the triple jump they just did. You see they do that movement to avoid the hammer throw, because sometimes you will jump and you can't control it. So you don't want to get hit if he does jump. Now, I was talking about loads earlier, and these two runners do have a bit different loads by a couple seconds. So, we probably won't determine anything, but do keep that in mind. They use the color there for the first time to reach the secret exit quickly. The intended way is probably to use Yoshi. I mean, we don't actually... We're not told the intended way, but it's probably Yoshi, honestly. There's this little Toad cutscene that will appear, and known as it just going to mash through it. Because even the text boxes that don't tell you to press the 2 button, it's still faster to mash through them.
Let's go.
Also on these cannon load transitions, for the flagpole, as long as you aren't too high up, it doesn't matter where you hit it. This game's probably the least, you don't really, the flagpole doesn't really vary on time save. In some games some NSB games you have to turn around, and then all of them except this one, I think you can get fireworks in single player. I could be wrong on that, so I probably shouldn't say that.
Let's go.
So, as long as they're below the actual flag part, it'd be fine. So the runners are on build 5 now. And you see a bit tricky movement, I would say. I didn't actually mention this one too, but they do grab the star because it speeds up your movement a lot in the NSB games. It doesn't do that in older Mario games, as far as I know. You're either gonna just fly between these plants, called water skip. It's pretty simple for top runners, but it's kind of tricky to learn, I would say.
Oh yeah, Mario time.
This put on the world map, in any percent at least, actually, most categories, you can't really skip him without losing time, so you just have to fight him. We'll just get a 93 on the in-game time when they finish, like DCA did there. You know that they did it pretty optimally. Brammyson got a 92 on in-game time, so he is not fast enough. That is unacceptable.
Let's go.
He has pressed the 1 button. That is a weird mistake. I haven't seen anyone do that in a while. the water two ones are kind of close on the controllers, so I guess I can see it. I should probably talk about this level, it's kind of tricky. Oh, DCA going. Ooh. What you just saw DCA do was it's a sort of new strat in RTA ones. I think it's actually a sort of new strat altogether. You grab that shell and use it to get past that bramble faster. The new task by a monster that recently came out did that, and we just kind of copied it. You can see that definitely saved time. Dunks could have also gone to 5-2, which is an easier level, but it's also slower, and these two runners don't like slow things, so they didn't do that.
It's a go time.
Now this level is cycle-based, 5 tower. It's a tower because it goes upwards. You see, I'm guessing both of the runners are gonna attempt to go for the fastest cycle, which we call 5-5-6 because that's what the in-game time says. Sometimes it says 5-5-7 if you're good enough. Yep, it looks like DC is going for it. I think Brammyson's also not. Is he? DCA did get it. Brammyson did not get it. I didn't see if he went for it or not, but I don't. Maybe he didn't, or maybe he just missed it early. That definitely gives DCA a definite lead. It's like the fast press button. But there is not even halfway through the run. That was a very close hit on the side. Okay, so the next level is 5-4, and this level can be tricky. There's a raft that you intended to ride, but who cares about that? We have a propeller. We can use that to skip the entire level. DCA did not save. And looks like Granny did save. If you die, you can, if you did save, you can restart the game and just load that save file again and try again. So it did save for races, but oh, now you can see the problem with not saving, and it looks like he's going to wait. That's probably his best choice right now. Maybe hit the power block there, you can skip that power block and save some time, but I guess it would be safer to hit the power. Let's get rid of those enemies in front of you. Well, 350 on 5-4 is decent, I would say, for a race. It's not really desirable for runs, but if you're taking it safe, yeah. So you can see why you like to skip this level. It is very slow. It is also very annoying to do normally. You can just kinda so easily for an enemy to fall on you. And this level here, 5 Ghost House, this is the secret exit level that takes you to Road 8, or to the cannon. There's a couple tight jumps in here, but actually they're not too tight. I only say tight because I'm bad at them. sense in taking it a bit safe in the ghost house.
This way.
And if he knows that he is ahead, then he might as well. See, probably would have been better for him to use a mushroom since it would be faster to use one before A1 and also escape it. But it looks like he's not going to do that. Maybe for a smaller hitbox. Alright, so now Emerson's in World 8, ECA will be there soon. Now, 8-1, broken blocks, I should say, because that's what they are. That will fall, and you can't, they can get in your way, like, every once in a while, but anyway. You saw Grammy grab a shell and then like use the propeller to spin up and then throw that shell, and that's because it will cancel the propeller animation because descent doing like or falling down in the propeller is pretty slow. And those damage boosts were intentional because we don't need the prop for now. So why not just jump through the things in your way?
Oh yeah, Mario time. Ho. Let's go.
Now 8-2, since you're always small in this level, it can be a bit scary. You see, I just apparently missed the checkpoint. Okay, that's a bit of a time loss, I would say. But yeah, this level can be a bit scary because there are a few tight jumps that just barely work. And these little rolling hills, you want to try to be on the counterclockwise ones. You just don't want to be on them if you can avoid it, because it'll slow you down. And in SpeedGaming, crouch and then uncrouch, like midair, and it looked like he gets a speed boost, but that's just him returning to a normal speed because the game just kind of does that.
This way.
8-7 is in a speedrun, it's like kind of slow. It's actually not that bad. Some people like to call it some sort of like calm before the storm, since you don't really have to focus too much on, where everything after this is pretty hard. Like the stuff after this is like the hardest part of the game. The maybe just about a minute or so between them. I'll have to compare some exit time to see the difference. say like a minute is around the difference. I should probably like pay attention to what pace I'm because I can't exactly tell from this moment. Yeah, the runners, like, they will grab a mushroom here, so in the next level, you can get a propeller. You already see it. You've already seen how useful that is. You may be asking, why did the runners get rid of the propeller in the last level? Wouldn't it be faster to keep it if they need it again? And the answer is technically yes, but 8-2, well, mostly 8-2, is like really hard to do fast enough to actually save time with the it is possible to save a little bit of time. The task definitely does it, but us humans are too bad at it. I think it's either a minute or a minute and 10 seconds. I think it's a minute and 10. I think Brammyson can technically get a sub 25. I don't think that has happened this tournament yet. Although, Kiji actually got a 25-minute 0-second time. So that's the current tournament record. I really hope that doesn't stand. Because it's not the best. Was a decent backup on Brammyson's side. Unless it was intended, I'm not sure. Alright, these little screws that you're supposed to spin to make the platforms fall down, we don't care about them. They're useless. I guess the propeller, if you don't have the propeller, they're useful, but otherwise they're useless. We skipped a whole 5 of them. That was terrifying to watch. Anyways, here's the hardest trick in the game, known as Bombless. Or maybe we'll see it. The intended way to fight Bowser Jr. is to ground pound these bombs that he spits out up to him, but you can actually hit him if you can get above him. Because the same Bowser Jr. is the one seen in the other airship levels. He missed that hit there. Yeah, hopefully we can get a backup hit. It's a bit hard to get a hit other than the first hit. More chance? Oh, another chance. So we are not seeing one for a hit from Brammyson. It's alright. It does give BCA like a bit of room to come back. It's like Brammyson's on a 25 or sub 25-30 pace, I would say. See if BCA gets any hits. Oh, you got the troll hit there too. You got 2 troll hits there when you get the ground pound, but you're a little too late and don't actually get to ground pound Bowser Jr. There's another drill hit. This is not very kind day.
It's a go time.
Damn, this game's being brutal. Wow. Okay, so now Brammyson's in the last level here. There's a couple sort of tight jumps there. Yeah, looks like both runners have to deal with not getting bombless. There are no winners here in the bombless race. I was taught the usual castle movement thing, so it was a bit scary to watch. Now what makes that so hard is it's like a 2 or 3 frame window for bombless, but it doesn't really have the best visual cue, and sometimes it just seems to not actually work for whatever reason. I don't think we know enough about it to have it consistent. Yeah, you can get 2 hits on him, 2 bombless hits. You could also get 3, but that would actually be slower, so... There's some fireballs that are unpredictable. If you're not careful, you run into them. She got 656 first fight. That's good. Here's Bowser. Goodbye, Bowser. That's the end of Bowser. Well,
Mario #1.
seems that Mario has one. One of you is Brammyson, as you can see. He's rescued Peach. The game is over. That's not Peach. That's Kamek. This is like such a plot twist. Oh, that's Bowser. He's big now. I've never seen that before. Yeah, so this is the escape section of the run where you escape from Bowser. And the first half of it is these fireballs that Bowser will shoot in your direction, so you want to make sure you jump at the correct height to not waste any of these fireballs. Brammyson did it perfectly. And now we have some pretty tricky platforming. See if he goes for that half a second time save. He does not. Do not go for Tommy strat. So that's the end of the game, thankfully. Finishing at 25-24. That's pretty decent. Let's see what DCA can do at the end. Maybe he'll go for Tommy stat and get the real win, because we all know Tommy stat is like, it's a necessary. DCA also getting really good fireballs. We'll see how he does the second half.
Yay!
He did Tommy stat. It's the 26. That looks like a 2630. That's 2630. Yeah, 512 on the in-game time. So he did have Bowser. That was... Oh, I forgot to mark it down. So that was, two... That would have been, a lot closer if ECA did not miss 5-4. It's good. That lost him over a minute, so he probably would have won if he didn't mess that up. Hello, DCA.
Hello.
So, how do you feel about that?
I'm a little bit mad because that was 25 pace into airship. But then I went for crouch jump and I killed it, and then Bombless
Oh
made
yeah.
it even more dead.
There was a lot of troll hits I saw. I think it looked like quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was world record pace into 5-4 because I got the tap.
Well, you did press the one button. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
5-4
yeah,
will happen every once in a while.
imagine opening your item menu in a race, though. Twice.
It's not like it's definitely not the worst thing that can happen. Also, hello, Brammyson,
Hello.
son of Brammy.
GG.
You in the race, yeah. That was very unfortunate that you died in 5-4.
I didn't die. I got hit, and
Oh
then
no, well, you got hit. You got hit. Still,
Yeah.
very unfortunate.
Yeah.
I even remembered you save after 5T. You didn't listen.
I was on a pretty good pace. Okay, I got the task strat.
What
I also
engine?
opened the item menu, but we're not going to talk about that.
What engine?
It was a 2630.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Casual 512 as well.
Yeah. I couldn't even get 510 in practice, so I mean I got a 509. Good enough.
Tommy strat carried hard though.
I was too weak to go for Tommy Strat.
SMH. Tommy would be disappointed. I think.
I'm very
I don't know.
sorry,
If I
Tommy.
were Tommy, I'd be disappointed.
I mean, Tommy Strat might decide the race. I'm not sure.
So yeah, like after 5-4, I'm like, oh, this has a 25-45 BPT still. Oh, well, I'm gonna go all out. And then 8-1 happened, and I'm like, okay, yeah, it's probably dead now.
Yeah. So, yeah. I saw. I'm saying you did take some like safe strats. That probably would have been a good idea if you knew that you were a bit ahead. But I guess that also means that if you see you didn't actually miss that, you probably would have won. Is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That happened.
You would have totally won if you didn't mess up.
Yeah, that was a really good run, except for 5-4 and 8-1. Also, shoutouts to 39 and 8-7 while messing up the wall jumps.
You actually did get that. Wow.
Yeah.
I got 338 by playing safe. But like, did you grab the mushroom later?
No, I grabbed it at normal time because I can't do the late mushroom grab without losing time anymore. I was really nervous during that 8C because it was really good. And I'm still, like, a little bit nervous after that.
That was.
I mean, when I saw
Because that was a goal.
When I saw that you got hit in 5-4, like, I started being like not nervous anymore. But then I knew that I was ahead, and then I got really nervous again. So yeah, it was very epic.
Yeah, it
Very
was
good way.
definitely a good race. It definitely shows like the types of races we will see throughout this tournament. So is that all we have to say?
I think.
I guess we can plug some stuff here.
It's time to sell out and everything.
Go look at that stuff.
If you look at the schedule, if you like a link to the past randomizer, I have good news for you because there's a lot of it. There's also Diablo. I think that's Diablo. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. There's also
Diablo, I think.
yeah, I'm bad at pronouncing things. There's Hollow Knight randomizer happening right now. Bingo, and Luigi's Mansion, and there's a lot happening tomorrow as well with Mario Kart and
Yeah, SpeedGaming's kind of packed right now.
yeah. I know this is a Mario 1 Workless tournament. I think there's a SMB 3 one. I'm not sure if that's still happening or not.
I'm not sure. I haven't really been keeping track that much.
There's always something happening. So I guess we can just sign off now.
Yeah, that's all I've got to add.
Yeah. So, follow the runners in Speed Gaming and everyone, and goodbye.